Colorado Avalanche center Nazem Kadri is currently in the midst of his best NHL season at 31 years old. He's played a crucial role in the Avalanche being able to overcome their early season struggles and survive the absence of Nathan MacKinnon. We're going to take a look at Kadri's season coming up right now. Hey everybody, so we need to talk about Nazem Kadri, and there's no doubt that he is a controversial figure around the league. He has a long history with player safety for throwing dirty hits and cheap shots, and he's certainly a guy that is not very well liked by fans, especially fans of opposing teams. But as much as he deserves criticism for those dirty hits and cheap shots, when he affects the game in a positive way and is a positive for his teams, I think where he deserves credit where credit is due. And there is no doubt that there is a lot of credit due to Nazem Kadri for his play this season. To put it simply, he has been awesome for the Colorado Avalanche this year. Absolutely awesome. He's in the midst of the best season of his NHL career, and he's been a huge reason why Colorado has been able to overcome a lot of the adversity that they faced early on this season. So we're going to take a deeper look into Kadri's year here and get into it. He has been absolutely fantastic this season for the Colorado Avalanche. In 22 games played, he has 11 goals, 23 assists, 34 points, a +7 rating, 22 points even strength, 12 points on the power play, and a Corsi for percentage of 64.6, which is absolutely fantastic. And right now, he is on pace to blow away a lot of his previous career highs in the NHL, and he's doing this at 31 years old. You know, he's really having his best career season so far as a 31-year-old and what he's been able to do for the Avalanche this year. His previous career high in goals is 32, which he has done twice. Not sure if he's going to break that this season, but he certainly has a chance to. He's on pace to right now, but not by a lot. It's going to be interesting to see what his goal total ends up. However, his previous career high in assists is 30, and he already has 23 this year. So Kadri is going to blow away his previous career high in assists, assuming he stays healthy. You know, obviously, this is banking on him being healthy for the rest of the year, at least most of the rest of the year. His previous career high in points is 55. He already has 34 this year. He is on pace to absolutely blow that number away as well, and should certainly be setting a new career high in points this season. His previous career high in plus-minus is +15. He's at +7 right now, so as long as he keeps playing well and Colorado keeps playing well, he's probably going to beat that. And his previous career high in Corsi for percentage is 63.8. He is at 64.6 right now, so he's currently beating that and on pace to set a new career high in that statistic as well. So, you know, across the board here, Kadri is on his way to setting new career highs in almost every offensive statistic that he can this season. Again, goals, it's not a guarantee. He's got 11, 32 is his previous career high. He certainly could do it, but assists, absolutely going to set a new career high in assists. Points, absolutely going to set a new career high in points. And is really having the best offensive season that I've seen Nazem Kadri have as an NHL player. And the other big thing to this is that he has stepped up in such a huge way when the team has needed him to. Nathan MacKinnon has missed 10 games this year. Colorado's only played 23 games. MacKinnon has missed 10 of those. So their superstar center, Nathan MacKinnon, has been out for almost half of their games this year. And who was it that stepped up and took that number one center role while MacKinnon was out? Nazem Kadri. Who was the guy that allowed Colorado to continue to play well and win games while Nathan MacKinnon was out? Nazem Kadri, who stepped up and was a massive asset to their team when they needed him the most while Nathan MacKinnon was out of the lineup. Nazem Kadri. This guy deserves so much credit for what he's been able to do this year. And in a situation where the team has desperately needed him to step up and play this way, he's been able to do it. He rose to the occasion. He made himself a better player when the team needed him to be their number one guy when MacKinnon was out of the lineup. And he's played well with MacKinnon there. He's played well with MacKinnon out. He's just had a great overall season. And that's why right now he is setting himself up to break all his previous career highs offensively. And he's having the best season of his NHL career, because he's stepped up and been an asset to the team when they needed him the most. Colorado right now is in a playoff spot. Colorado has overcome a lot of adversity early on in this year, including MacKinnon missing as many games as he has, including some major injuries on the back end as well with defensemen out of the lineup. And they had a really slow start to the season. Colorado struggled out of the gate. They've since been able to overcome that and get to a point now where they are in second place in the Central Division. They're 14-7-2 on the year. They've got 30 points through 23 games, and they're once again looking like they're going to end up being a top team in the Western Conference, like so many expected them to be. They're not there without Nazem Kadri. They are not second in the Central without Nazem Kadri. They are not 14-7-2 on this season without Nazem Kadri. They are not 7-2-1 in their last 10 games without Nazem Kadri. This guy has been a complete and total asset to this team this year, and he is having a monstrous season for them in a year where they've needed him to do that. I mean, he didn't have a great year last year. He had 32 points in 56 games last season, -7. He did not have a great year last year. So far this year, he's already tied his goal total from last season. He's beaten his assist total from last season, and he's beaten his point total from last season. He's doing everything that the Colorado Avalanche needed him to do. And I think he deserves an absolute ton of credit for that. And I think he is a big reason why the Avalanche are in the position that they are right now in the Western Conference. They would not be there without Kadri playing the way that he has. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is a guy that certainly has a history. He has a controversial history. He's not a guy that's overly liked around the league by fans of other teams. He's thrown quite a few questionable, dirty hits in his career, and he's been suspended multiple times for them. But he has played so well this year and made himself such an important piece of the puzzle for Colorado this season that I think that, he deserves a lot of credit for that. And he's also played a clean game this year. He hasn't been at the center of controversy this season. He hasn't gotten suspended this year. He hasn't done things that, make people dislike him this season. He's done a lot of really good things, and I think he deserves a lot of credit for those positives. And he's been a positive force for the Colorado Avalanche this season. It's absolutely been a career year for him. I hope that he's able to keep it up. I hope that he's able to continue playing this way, playing good, smart, clean hockey, and making himself a valuable piece of the Colorado Avalanche. But this has been, without a doubt, Nazem Kadri's best season in the NHL so far. As long as he stays healthy, I certainly expect it to continue. And he has stepped up in a year where they have desperately needed him to step up, with Nathan MacKinnon missing as much time as he has. So just want to give a lot of credit here to Nazem Kadri and talk about him in the year that he's having, because I think he deserves a lot of that credit. And, what he's done for the Avalanche this season, they wouldn't be where they are without him. He's in a lot of ways been a big key to saving their season. They had a lot of adversity early on this year. Their goaltending wasn't good. It still isn't great. It's getting better, though. But they were losing a lot of games early. They were not winning early this season. Then MacKinnon was out, and, they had to, they lost their number one center, their superstar forward. and he stepped up and has had a monstrous offensive season, played great all year long, and has allowed the Avalanche to get back on track, get back winning, and they would not be second place in the Central Division without him this year. So kudos to Nazem Kadri and what he's done this season. I hope he continues it. I hope he continues to play this well. And right now, he is absolutely on pace to have by far his best NHL season as a 31-year-old second-line center for the Colorado Avalanche. You don't see too many guys have their best years in their 30s. Usually it's more like mid to late 20s. Kadri right now looking like he's probably going to have his best season at 31 years old. So I think he deserves a lot of credit for that. And that's what I've got on Nazem Kadri this year. Let's see if he's able to keep it up all year long. With that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description of the video. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our merchandise store, memberships, and donation links are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.